Mayhem. The Veridian mirror was delivered on a noisy truck, a gilded monstrosity that seemed to come from another time. Its silver frame was tarnished and decorated with carved gargoyles, giving the illusion of mirth, but emanating a cold aura from its warped surface. To the Miller family, it was an unusual inheritance, a whimsical addition to their comfortable home. Little did they know, hidden within the mirror's shimmering depths was a menacing presence, a malevolent jester known as Grimaldi, who was bound to a world of darkness. In the dead of night, when the house was quiet and still, faint whispers would creep through the empty hallways like a chill wind. The unsettling sound of giggles echoed off the walls, causing Sarah, the eldest, to shudder in her bed. Objects would shift and move as if being touched by unseen hands. At first, Sarah dismissed it as her overactive imagination, but then she saw it. Her reflection in the Veridian glass shimmered with an eerie light, and within her own image, there was a flicker of a malevolent grin that seemed to be taunting her from another plane of existence. A cold fear gripped Sarah as she realized that she was not alone in this house, and whatever resided there had dark intentions. As David stumbled through the maze of his home office, his own laughter echoed back at him, chilling and mocking. Lucy woke to find her beloved stuffed animals transformed into horrifying caricatures, their once comforting eyes now filled with sinister glee, and the eerie green reflections in the Veridian mirror seemed to come alive, taunting the family with their deepest fears and insecurities, turning their anxieties into tangible nightmares. The Millers, driven by their desperate need to understand and confront their tormentor, delved into dusty archives filled with whispers of the mirror's dark history. After much searching, they uncovered a forgotten carnival, now swallowed by shadows and long abandoned after a devastating fire. The Veridian, they learned, was the portal through which Grimaldi, the vengeful master of the carnival, entered their world. Despite the warnings and dangers, the Millers' morbid curiosity compelled each of them to touch the smooth surface of the mirror. In an instant, they were transported to a twisted carnival shrouded in an eerie twilight. Rusty rides creaked and groaned with otherworldly laughter, while spectral balloons glowed with an unnatural light. And there, standing before them, was Grimaldi, a nightmare come to life, his form sculpted from malevolent shadows and fueled by unquenchable hunger. He was a grotesque parody of a jester, his crimson grin stretched from ear to ear, a stark contrast against his soot-blackened skin. His eyes, two burning coals set deep in their sockets, bore into them with a hunger for fear and terror. They were no longer in control, mere puppets dangling on the strings of his warped reality. Sarah's deepest fear manifested before her, a failure as an artist brought to life in the form of a monstrous, sentient canvas that devoured her every brushstroke. David was forced to confront his inadequacy as a father when a spectral child appeared before him, accusing him of neglect. Lucy was transported to a playground of nightmares where her once beloved stuffed animals writhed in eternal torment. The air was thick with the stench of decay and despair, amplifying the horror of their twisted reflections. As their fear threatened to overwhelm them, a spark of defiance ignited within each of them. Sarah's memories of her love for art burned brighter than her doubts as she used her charcoal like a torch, erasing the monstrous canvas before her. David mustered the courage to apologize and repair his fractured bond with his daughter as they clutched onto one another, a shield against the encroaching shadows. And Lucy, with a burst of childish bravery, tore apart the stitched seams of her nightmares, freeing the imprisoned souls within and reclaiming her power over fear. The carnival ground trembled beneath their feet as they battled. Grimaldi, his face twisted with anger and fear, conjured up shadows that slithered and swirled around them. But the Millers stood strong, their hands glowing with a golden light as they pushed back against the dark magic. Amidst the chaos, Sarah's eyes caught a glint of green from within Grimaldi's chest. She knew it was the source of his power, a shard of the Veridian gemstone. With determination fueling her actions, she lunged towards him and slammed her hand against his chest. The shard shattered into pieces, causing Grimaldi to let out an ear-piercing scream as he dissipated into a thick black mist, being pulled back into the depths of the Veridian. The carnival was finally free from his clutches. As the Millers stumbled through the swirling vortex of lights and shadows, they held to one another's hands. The carnival music grew fainter, and the distorted realm faded into wispy tendrils of smoke. Finally, they stumbled back through the mirror and collapsed onto their living room floor, gasping for breath. But even as they celebrated their victory over Grimaldi and his twisted dimension, a chill ran down Sarah's spine. She couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. As she gazed into the murky depths of the Veridian, she felt a cold chill run down her spine. In the reflection, a faint glimmer of an ominous smile appeared, a haunting reminder that Grimaldi's darkness still lurked within the mirror, biding its time to ensnare its next unsuspecting prey. Though they had defeated him once, his malevolence remained, ready to pounce on any who dared peer into its cursed surface. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Thank you for watching.